Welcome back to AniTale Recap. Today, I will recap Skeleton Knight in Another World. The story begins with the Ark that awakens in the game world. He thought it was a dream. Because he had fallen asleep after playing games all day, he has overpowered equipment, the holy armor of Belinus, possessing the blessing of light and fire elements. The holy shield of two dates, the holy thunder sword Khalid Bulk, and the twilight cloak possessed the blessing of darkness, even mana regeneration. Without further ado, he tried several sword technique attacks and fire magic. Knowing that he was in the game world made him even more excited, however, because he had no money and his stomach was hungry. He decided to head to the nearest town using a dimension move skill. Before heading to the city, Ark saw that he was in the form of a skeleton while at the river. Because of that, Ark had to hide his face from being mistaken as a monster by the residents. Then Ark arrived at the Castle Louvert. He went around and felt interested in the food there. To taste it, Ark has to find the money first. Then Ark sees a beautiful elf girl in the city. Ark also tried to chase her but instead lost track, but he arrived in front of the mercenary guild. Ark wanted to register there immediately and his hand was ready to beat someone up. Before obtaining a mercenary license, Ark was required to hunt beasts, monsters, or bandits. Ark accepted it and immediately collected the 3 requirements. Anthony Ark even managed to defeat the orc monster that approached him. However, when he wanted to return to the city, Ark saw that bandits had attacked a noble woman and her servant. The bandits tore their clothes and wanted to rape the woman. Seeing that, of course, annoyed Ark, and he immediately killed the bandit. The woman instantly became fascinated by Ark's greatness, the noble woman named Lauren, and a maid Rita. After that, Ark escorted Lauren with Rita to the city. Ark stops by the mercenary guild for prize money and a license. After completing the requirements, Ark is enjoying the food very happily and getting ready to carry out the next mission. In the next day, Ark went to a village to carry out the next mission. The next day, Ark went to a village to carry out the mission of protecting someone by collecting herbs. Ark meets a little child named Marka. It turns out that the client from the mission is her. Ark protects it to collect herbs in the forest, but when Ark felt the presence of monsters, it turned out that it was just a fluffy fox who was injured. Ark immediately healed her with magic, so the fluffy fox wanted to go with Ark because he had healed her. Ark also gave her the name Ponta. When they arrived at the Kabumi tree, suddenly a giant monster confronted them. Ark quickly saves Marka. With experience playing the game, Ark could know the monster's attack, so he could immediately fend it off using the shield. He also used the ability of a high-class holy knight to defeat the monster. After that, Ark saw a black ring on the monster. Maybe the monster had been controlled by someone. Then there is the Fong board that appears around the place. Ark also wants to make it as a gift for the villagers. They returned to the village and brought the Fong board. Then Marka's mother came to meet them. She was worried about Marka's safety because she went into the forest without saying anything. Marka collects herbs to help her mother, knowing that her mother feels happy because Marka is such a good child. After finishing his mission, Ark decided to return to the city. Before that, he received a gift from Marka's sister. On the other hand, there were troops fighting monsters, and although they managed to defeat them, they lost a lot of soldiers. Knowing that there are monsters that are the same but defeated with one attack, they also think that it is an extraordinary deed and that the person doing it has the power of a god or a demon. Ark took a mission to catch the bandits hiding in the cave. After successfully catching them, Ark took all the stolen property. On the other hand, there is a lord of the city of Dinto. He is the mastermind who tried to kill Lauren before an elf named Arian saw Ark coming out of the bandits' cave, and she immediately launched an attack on Ark. But Arian stopped attacking after seeing Ponta's cuteness. It turns out that Ponta is a spirit creature that bad people can't possibly tame. So Arian also believes that Ark is not a bad person. Arian explained that she was looking for elves who had been kidnapped, tearing that Ark wanted to help her and be friends with Arian. However, Arian left immediately and Ark still hadn't given up on being friends with Arian. The next day, Ark heads to the forest where the elves live. There is an ongoing kidnapping by elf hunters. Most of the victims are still children, and it looks like they will be traded as enslaved people for a high price. Ark wanted to save them immediately, but suddenly Arian came and slashed the kidnappers. Let's
ブリと可愛がってやるぞ。
She easily defeats the kidnappers. However, the leader of the kidnappers took the elf girl hostage, so Arian couldn't do anything and almost wanted to be harassed. Are you? After that, they freed themselves. Ark also freed them from the mana-eating necklaces and healed them. Arian was amazed by Ark's extraordinary abilities. Then Arian got a mission to attack the enemy base and save the kidnapped elves. That's why Arian wants to hire Ark as a mercenary so that he can help her on the mission. Ark accepts Arian's offer to help her with the rescue mission. Park teleported to a place close to the city of Dinto. When entering the city, they met Arian's partner named Donka. Even though Donka didn't trust Ark for a time, because he was too suspicious, hearing Arian's explanation made him believe in Ark. Because they wanted to infiltrate the enemy base at night, Ark decided to leave for a while and wanted to enjoy some food in a quiet place. When night fell, Ark and the others started a rescue mission. With their teleportation abilities, they can infiltrate through the windows on the roofs of buildings. However, Arian is stuck because she has big boobs and a butt. Then they split up to save the elf girl who had been kidnapped. However, Ark meets another intruder. She is a ninja named Chio. After seeing Panda's whereabouts, Chia stopped attacking Ark. Chia was looking for something but still couldn't find it. As an apology, Chia explained that the elf girl was in the underground prison. There were even 2 elven girls in the palace of the city Lord Diento. Ark also explained everything to Danko. With Arian, after beating all the guards there, they also managed to save the elf girl. Ark immediately teleported them to safety. Then Danko would bring them back to the village while Ark and Arian would save the 2 elf girls in the palace.
静かに潜入といこう。貴様たちどこから？ワイバーン！全然潜入になってない。
That bastard wanted to rape the 2 elf girls tied up on the bed while Ark and Arian managed to infiltrate the palace, and they caused the commotion. Then they immediately barged into the bastard's room. Seeing the bastard's behavior made Arian angry, and she kept kicking his balls. In the end, the 2 elf girls beat him continuously while Ark found a secret place. He asked Arian to fight the guards arriving with her fire magic power. And Ark took all the gold bars and the money, so the kidnapping organization won't be able to do anything. Shortly after completing the rescue mission, Arian invited Ark to the elf village. Ark, who is crazy about fantasy things, wants to go there. Before that, Ark had to meet with the village head to get permission to enter the village, but he couldn't because he didn't want to show his face to the village head. For the first time, Ark showed his true form to others. He showed his skull face while reasoning that he was cursed. Arian didn't mind this because Ark was willing to save the elves. Arian will also help Ark remove the curse and become partners in an adventure together. The next day, in the capital of the Rodent Kingdom, the king, the 2 princes, and the princess discussed the previous incident. The incident became a severe problem for the kingdom. The elves may retaliate against them and cut ties with the kingdom. Knowing this, the king asked the second princess, Juliana, to have a meeting with the elves so that they can solve the problem before the chaos occurs. On the other hand, Ark and Arian rested in the forests. It turned out that Arian liked Panta, but she was embarrassed when Ark found out about this. For several days, they arrived at Elf Village. Lalatoya. Ark meets Arian's parents. The village had Lalatoya named Dylan, and beside him is his wife named Glenys, because Ark had saved the elves, they pleasantly welcomed Ark's arrival. Even they will also keep his skeleton, form a secret variant, and Dylan headed to the capital. City of Maple by teleportation. The next day, they wanted to meet with the chief elder, knowing that the nobles of the Rodent Kingdom had violated the peace agreement. They were also prepared in case of war between the elves and the Rodent Kingdom. When she wanted to go home, Arian met her older sister named Even. She is powerful in sword skills and has big boobs. Even explained that she was getting married soon and advised Arian to find a man she liked quickly.
近くに気になる人とかいないの？私にはそんな人。アリンちゃんと結婚する男は私より強くないと許さないんだから。
While Ark with Glenys went around the village, Evangeles invited Ark to clash swords.
行きます。よっ。
はやっ。
She has a very agile and strong sword technique, so Ark can't beat her.
ディメンションムーブもらったー。
After that, Ark and Ponto enjoyed the bath together. Arian, who wanted to clean her beautiful body in the bath, was surprised to see a skull. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe so that you never miss our latest videos.